Okay, so this is question 4 of exam 2 from the 2018 NHT exams. So question 4 is 96 birds are grouped according to their beak size, so small, medium and large. The percentage of birds in each group is calculated and shown below here. Okay, and so what we're asking in the first question, how many of the 96 birds have small beaks? All right, so how do we do that? We look at it and go, well, 25% there. So it's going to be 25% of 96. Okay, so you put in a calculator, it says 0.25 times 96, and that will give you 24 birds. Okay, so that's how you do that first part. Next part is use percentages in table 1. So again, it's out of 100%, so that's easy to do, to construct a percentage segment bar chart. So I've got the template there here. It's provided below. Use a key to indicate the segment of your bar chart. So this is the segment of your bar chart that corresponds to each beak size. So let's start with small. Small, we had 25. So you'd actually go up to here. So that's 22, 4. So somewhere sort of like that. And that would be your small. Medium will leave, it's going to be blank, but we need to put the line. So it's going to be 25, in this case, 25 plus 44. So that's going to be 69. So we're going to have to go up to 69 because remember, the total has to equal 100. So we're going to go 69 sort of there. Because I'm not using a ruler, that's about right. So it's about 69 there. So that's blank because that's the medium. And the large is the rest. And that would be equivalent to 31%. All right, that's how you do the segments. You got your segments. Now I wouldn't put this on your exam, your thing. Remember, that's your large there, that's your medium there, and that's your small. Okay, you don't need to do that in your exam, though. All right. In order to investigate the possible association between beak size and sex, the same birds are grouped by their beak size, again, small, medium, large, and their sex, so whether they're male or female. And the groupings are shown here in table 2. All right. So we've got a beak size here, so for example, 1, 23. But the key point, one of the key points in this question at this point is, was it? No, I haven't got to there yet, sorry. Does the information provided above support the contention that beak size is associated with sex? Justify your answer by quoting appropriate percentages. Now, this is super important because at the moment, that ain't in percentages, so we have to change that into percentages. All right, when it says, is it sufficient to consider one beak size only when justifying your answer? In that case, you pick a beak size. When I'll talk about that, I'll look at the large beak size and use my judgment. If you want, you can use a small, and as you'll see, the medium, probably not that helpful. Okay, so let's actually calculate these. All right. Okay, so we're going to draw a very similar table to the one we've got. Okay, so we need to have, oops, 3 things. So this is going to be male, female, small, medium, large, and we just need to make sure there's a total down the bottom that it equals 100%. Okay, so when we're going to do the first one, let's do the first one. That's like saying I'm going to do 1 divided by 54, and that will equal 1.85. Okay, and I'll do 26 divided by 54, and I'll get 48.15. If I do 27 divided by 54, I get 50%. Okay, and for like this one here, it becomes 23 divided by 42. And so it's going to be divided by 42 on those ones. So that's going to be 50, oops. So that's going to be 54.76, 38.10, and this is going to be 7.14. Okay, and that'll equal That'll equal 100%. Okay. And now you're looking at it. So if I look at large beak size, so I'm looking at these ones. Okay. And so does it consent that the beak size is does the information support that contention that beak size is associated with sex? Then you say yes. Okay. But you need to quote those percentages. If you don't quote it, you don't get the marks. All right. Yes, it does as large beak size is 50%. Oops, 50% for males, which is higher than females who only have 7.14% with large beaks. You'd have to write something along these lines. It doesn't have to be word for word or anything like that. The key point here is I've talked about 50% for males, okay? And for example, I've said 7.14% with the female. So I've quoted appropriate percentages. I've justified it. Now, could you have done it from the small beak size? Yes, you could say the males have 8.5% who have a small beak size, and 50, whereas the women have 54.76. It'd be the same sort of thing there as well. Okay.